Alright, it's that time again. Time to vote for what I'll play next, since seem to be nearing the end of Tears of the Kingdom. We've got 3 different games to pick from, so all of them are mods of games I've played before. And, well, we'll just start with the first one. I've been wanting to try Warp Tario for years. Oh, man. This one. So, it's Factorio. Right? You're playing Factorio, but the biters are completely out of control, and you're going to be overrun. They're just getting worse and worse and worse, and you have to grab as much as you can and run away. You can warp to another planet, and there you start mining as quickly as you can, desperately seizing all the resources you can, because the biters are coming. They're always coming. They're horrifyingly overpowered and gonna tear you apart, and you just have to grab what you can and warp from one planet to another, all about the universe. Just grabbing as much stuff as you possibly can. It just sounds like a blast. I don't know, it sounds like a lot of fun. There's a ton of further mods that can be added onto it as well, although it is built to be standalone. This is actually Warp Tario 2, by the way. Seems to have been a fairly popular mod. I'm definitely very interested in this one, but of course I'm also very interested in the other 2 games that we can vote on. So the next one is The Darkest Dungeon, Black Reliquary. I've been wanting to try out a bunch of the Darkest Dungeon mods for a long time, but this one in particular seemed the most impressive. You're on an airship instead of the manor. It's like a whole different game. Complete rebalance of how all the characters work. Completely new dungeons. You're on an airship instead of the town. It looks so good. And I was really surprised to find it on Steam as part of a bundle. What? Yeah, the mod has actually been bundled on Steam. What? That just caught me completely off guard. Apparently it has its own soundtrack, which they think they can charge $10 for. But I know that the game is, the mod is free, so I mean, look at this. The bard can debuff the enemy party. That's cool. Original story, full original narration. Well, you can't beat the original narrator now. Yeah. Oh, new player heroes as well. Like, yeah, sweeping gameplay overhauls. It's gonna be, yeah. Just look at this. Oh my gosh. Everyone else is like, oh my gosh, The Darkest Dungeon 2. And I'm like, I'll check that out when it finishes. This is what I want to try. Anyway. But there's a 3rd game to vote on. Oh yeah. Because there's another game that I really also want to play. So some years ago, you might remember this weird XCOM mod that I played, where you start out with like a few agents in a car that can only hold 2 guys, and you're dealing with random alien or not even alien at first, just random sightings and paranormal crap that you're going around hunting. The XCOM files. Oh my gosh, the version that I played all those years ago feels primitive compared to the game that we're up to now. This game has so much more in it now. I honestly don't even know where to begin. I mean, our agents can be bio-enhanced. We can install cybernetic chips into them, teach them kung fu. Like, oh my gosh. There's ghosts, a whole lot of ghost stuff now, as if traveling to other dimensions, the bottom of the sea, fighting aliens and all wasn't enough. There are, well, I mean, there always was so many guns. There are now sub-mods we can add to this. If you think this is not enough guns, this is, by the way, an old version. This isn't even the newest version of this mod. But there are mods that just add even more stuff if you want. There's one that just adds a ton more guns and stuff. But they added a whole new level of advancement. How do I... Oh, there it is. Commendations. So, you know, they have the way stats normally grow, and then they have a whole bunch of things you can do that will give you stat ups based on how your soldier, what your soldier does. If you send them on night visions, they start gaining additional night vision. If you, let me see, what's some good ones? Lucky. Lucky gives you +1 firing accuracy. That doesn't sound like much until you realize that this can stack up to 10 times on a soldier. +10 firing accuracy is a really big deal. Killing 5 enemies in a mission gives you stamina. Killing 11 enemies in a single mission. There's a ton of things. There's so many of these that all represent different things. Using non-lethal weapons to score kills. Takedown specialist, you gaining strength and health for stunning enemies. So yeah, no, like you can specialize, or you know, just go for more generalist, whatever you want, but you have a ton of options here for your soldiers to continue growing beyond their initial things. Also, this one's specifically for dogs only. Because dogs are the best! Anyway, as I said, they've added a ton to the game. I did the whole thing way back, but it is so vastly much more now. So much has been added that it's almost a different game at this point. Anyway, those are the 3 games that the 3 mods that we're picking from for this voting. So, post your votes in the comments of this video. Black Reliquary, Warp Tario, XCOM files. Pick whichever one you want. And I'll tally up the votes in a few days, and we'll see which one I'm doing next. All 3 of these really excite me. I mean, I really have wanted to play. There's a ton of games I want to play, but those 3 in particular, man. Oh, man. They all seem so much fun. They all seem so good. Each one in a different way. Edge of your seat, or just... Actually, they're all kind of edge of your seat. Intense. Well, they all seem like games that will give that will give me a whole bunch of white hairs from the stress. I guess that says something about me and what my tastes are, huh? All right. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll cut off here.